to properly plan for this project in order for me to succeed. More importantly, I need to address my goals one by one. Otherwise, I'm going to find myself getting overwhelmed, trying to cram everything and burning myself out before January even ends. So I want to address the goals that I made in the first video and sort of break them down into how I plan on achieving them. And over the course of the year, things will change as they come and go. Simple enough. Goal number 1, produce more content for YouTube. This one's easiest to achieve. Do, like I'm doing right now. I often obsess over making things perfect or as best as they can be, but I figured just do it. Because if I don't, it won't get done. So, simple setup. I think it looks good enough, don't you? For this, I need to set a minimum to reach within a certain time frame. Right now, I think it's very feasible and very realistic to expect that I can at least release one video per week. Give myself a Saturday at midnight deadline, or Saturday leading into Sunday midnight deadline. So if I don't have anything towards the end of the week, I gotta get something done. That's the goal. One video a week. If I can do more, I'll do more. Great, fantastic. But right now, I think it's very feasible to say one video per week. Goal number 2 is to pay off my student debt, and this one's also pretty much straightforward. If I get any extra money that I can afford to throw at my student debt, throw at my student debt. Besides the 2 professions I mentioned in the last videos, I do have somewhat of a side hustle that I will use to try to incorporate into paying off that student debt, but that side hustle is going to be used for something besides, general income. I want to put those funds more towards other goals, and we'll get to those as we go. Goal number 3 was to direct and release 3 short films. This is the one that's going to take the most preparation and time and effort and energy into completing. I have 3 short film scripts, either in the works or already done. One is what I've considered complete with just the revisions and a couple tweaks here and there. And then 2 are pretty much just about 90% done. The biggest hurdle that's going to come with this one is in the actual filming of it. With that, it involves budgeting, it involves other people, and it involves a big time commitment. So this one is going to be the one that I have to sort of time block and manage the most effectively. Fortunately for one of them, I can pretty much shoot that one on my own, so I really don't need too many people involved in that one. And that's the script that's pretty much done. But the other 2 are going to revolve, more people, more hands, and I don't want to put anybody in any unnecessary risk and get them sick. So those 2 will probably wait towards the end of the year. But the first one can be done within the next couple of months. The most effective way to attack this one is to take time every day, either in the morning or evening, to go over my scripts, write, do revisions, whatever I need to do. If I feel a script is done, then that is when I need to start blocking off time to shoot. For this goal, I feel like I'm going to need to provide a monthly update, just to at least collect myself, see where I'm at, and see where I can go, and make little mini goals for myself at that point. The 4th goal I had is to write a feature-length film script. Now, like the previous goal, this one's going to require the most time to sort of sit down and time block effectively. I need to change my habit of not doing that and dedicate myself at a certain portion of the day on certain days of the week to do that. So that is going to require a personal change and a personal philosophy on how I run my day-to-day life, which will be for the better. My time management skills are awful as it is. Goal number 5 was to release 5 songs. Over the course of 2020, I would tinker here and there, write some riffs, record some things, work on GarageBand, and have some sort of semblance of a song idea, or at least a melody written down. Much like goals 3 and 4, this is going to require me to sit down and put time into it. This is one of those sort of flex goals where music is more of an outlet for me in terms of I don't care if anything comes of it. I just want to be able to do it, express it, get it out. Don't care if anything comes of it, but I don't want to give that up. So this will be one of those ones where if I don't hit this one at the end of the year, I won't be particularly upset, but I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure I complete as much of that goal as possible. Goal number 6 was to expand my photography and videography business. Now, I know I said in the first video that I wanted to do more headshots, but headshots sort of come with the territory on this one. What I kind of wanted to elaborate on was I don't want to just be a real estate interior and exterior architectural photographer. I want to also work with people, do realtor headshots. I did a couple of headshots for some comedians and some performers and some actors. However, I think a more realistic goal to set on this one is just to expand my photography and videography business naturally, as it should be expanding. Any business should be growing every year if you want to be successful. And the biggest thing I need to do with this one is set mini goals for myself. A certain goal I have to hit every month. And in order to do that, requires a look at my business and where I'm at. And right now, I'm okay. Not great, but okay. The first thing I need to do is to finish and publish my website. Now, I started designing that back in December 2019. Spent the whole year not really touching it, not really working with it. There's really no excuse for it. Not going to try to make an excuse. Should have been done. I didn't do it. I have a domain name and the website about what I would consider 80% done. So with these mini goals, I need to set a deadline. And because the website is so close to being finished, deadline is January 15th. It needs to be published. Consequence for that, if I don't have that website published by January 15th, then I can't work on anything else. And all my other goals suffer, because this is my livelihood and income. With all of these other goals where I want to achieve something creatively, I still can't sacrifice my income for this. I already quit a paycheck job that I had 2 years ago just to go back to be self-employed. Much happier, but still. Goal number 7 was to lose 60 pounds. My diet is a mess already. I eat what I want, when I want, and never on a set schedule. Worst thing I do is to drink a boatload of soda, and I know that's an issue. So what I'm going to need to do for this one is go talk to my physician, possibly go talk to a nutritionist. Too many times I've dove into, at-home workout programs and, think about going to a gym, just never following through, and then just being done after a month or 2 months. It's hard for me to stick to, but this one I have to definitely take hold of and just run with. So I suppose that starts with a weigh-in and then monthly progress. And then goal number 8, the one that I am working the hardest to accomplish, and that's buy a house. My girlfriend and I have spent 2020 saving our money and doing what we can to put ourselves in the best position. Being in real estate, I understand how volatile and how tough the market really is for buyers right now. Inventory is very low and prices are astronomically high. So I've got to balance out affordability, condition in our price range, and finding a location that suits both our needs for employment, for where she works and where I work. You got to play it smart. You don't want to overpay for something just to get into something, but you don't want to settle for something that you're going to be stuck in. This one's going to be more of a behind-the-scenes one, and we'll possibly get you some updates as things go along. And hopefully there will be good news to share with that as the days come. So I got a plan of attack, got a direction. I've got things sort of itemized and got more clear goals ahead. So now it's time to lace up and hit the ground running. Thank you for watching, and look forward to seeing you along on this journey.